Hello there, everybody, and today I'm here to talk about my top 5 underrated Star Wars The Clone Wars characters. With the honor of reviewing it on the Little Blue channel, be on the lookout for that. I might as well talk about 5 characters that I feel didn't get much appreciation from the Clone Wars show. Some of these are very random. Some of these you probably think could be a better list. But I think of these characters as having a small place in the Clone Wars show. They get their moments to shine, but we wish we could have saw just a little bit more of them. So let's get started with number 5. Master Even Piell. So his character is in the Citadel arc of the Clone Wars. This is where Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Ahsoka, who secretly volunteers to go on the mission to rescue Master Piell and Moff Tarkin, Captain Tarkin at the time of the timeline, but it goes at a great cost. While trying to infiltrate the facility, a lot of things go wrong for the Jedi, but they almost manage to escape, barely, with the clones, some of them sacrificing themselves, Echo, but one of them sacrifices was Master Piell, who unfortunately died during battle when trying to save Ahsoka from a wild beast that was attacking them while they were trying to escape. And Ahsoka confesses that she lied about joining the mission, and we get this heartfelt moment before Master Piell dies. He basically tells Ahsoka that she is very important to the mission, and she must continue her duty. That's one of the most shining moments. A Jedi who has heart, even if one is confessing to their dishonesty to the team. But Ahsoka manages to pull it through, and Master Plo managed to cover for her situation. But Master Piell basically died a hero in this show. I know in the Legends timeline he died in a book, but I don't know, I guess that can be different from the Clone Wars since the Clone Wars mainly did ignore the Legends timeline, but that feels like a different story. But Master Piell is number 5. So number 4 is Embo. So Embo's a bounty hunter, obviously. What really stands out about the character is his hat. He's basically got a shield that he can use as a sled. He throws it, and it's like deadly when he uses it, and his design looks super badass. I don't know if he really talks in this show, but he's basically the one that goes after Anakin, Padme, and Clovis in the Clovis arc of the show. That was probably one of his most standout moments. He was also in the Bounty Hunter arc, where Obi-Wan went undercover as Reiko Hardeen, and Embo was part of the trials of the bounty hunters to see who would be on the mission to capture the Chancellor. I think Embo was one of them. But he mainly is with Aurra Sing and Cad Bane. We see those group of characters who try to infiltrate and do various bad things to the Senate. And what stands out about Embo is, like I said, about the hat as a shield, which makes him super cool. I don't know if we'll ever see Embo in other stories, but if we got like Tales of the Bounty Hunters, I feel like he should get his own spotlight. Since Cad Bane already got his spotlight in Tales of the Underworld, so why not Embo? So that's the reason why he's number 4. Number 3 is Jack. I had to pick one of the clones, who I feel doesn't get much moments to shine, but I was recently watching Ambush for my Clone Wars rewatch, and for some reason this episode stood out to me because I liked Yoda's compassion towards the clones, like how he viewed them as like individuals who they may be clones but they are different through the Force. And Jack was the one that was able to use his heavy blaster against super battle droids, and he almost injured himself until later he was able to team up with the clones to take down the rest of the droids that Yoda was playfully taking down. Unfortunately, Jack gets his head chopped off once Yoda is almost blasted during Order 66, and surprisingly, they made that clone Jack. I guess he decided to change his clone armor. One of his other partners, the other clones, they were also one of the, I think, like the Senate guards, clone troopers. So I guess these clones went through some changes after this episode, but what really stood out was this episode with the clones and Yoda, and what stands out is his red armor. And I even remember in the Lego game where in the cutscene where the clone gets injured and he gets his arm chopped off like a Lego, and he just puts it back on and it's like loose, and then he uses a battle droid like head as like a weapon. I thought that was funny. That's why I put Jack as number 3. But number 2, I was debating whether to put this at number 1, but number 1 is obvious if you know the Anchorman lore. But number 2 is Quinlan Vos. So I was extremely disappointed that Vos never got much screen time in this show. He only got one episode where he teams up with Obi-Wan to track down Zero the Hutt, and the two managed to fight Cad Bane, and they get into a small duel with him, and Vos was clearly a standout in the episode. Unfortunately, the episode that he was supposed to return in was a 8-episode arc called Dark Disciple, which got turned into a book. And I actually read Dark Disciple. Check out my review on this channel. But Quinlan Vos is easily the best part of Dark Disciple. His relationship with Ventress is very engaging. It definitely should have been an episode of the show. There is some footage of it, but that's probably going to forever be a canceled episode of the show. But it is part of the canon timeline through that book and Tales of the Underworld. But Quinlan Vos, he's in a lot of the Legends timeline, and his character is definitely well done in that part of the Star Wars universe. So that's why I put Quinlan Vos at number 2. But number 1 is very obvious. It's Qui-Gon Jinn. So I love this Jedi. I think I picked him as my favorite underrated Jedi. But I've already said enough about him. But I don't know if there's really anything else new to say about him. I think there was a new Nikto Jedi that showed up in Tales of the Jedi. I don't know if it was Qui-Gon Jinn or not. It could have been him before he went out in the battle and died on Ryloth. But what stands out about Qui-Gon Jinn is that he died a hero. He died with his clones, and they were defending Ryloth and trying to get them the supplies they needed, the food, the medical supplies for the Twi'leks and Chem Syndulla. And Qui-Gon Jinn, you are a pro. His name literally means, I'm gonna die. But he's part of the Anchorman lore for a reason. He's easily one of my favorite underrated Jedi, and I love drawing the character for fan art. That's how much I'm obsessed with that Jedi. I don't know why I'm obsessed with him. I think I just love the Nikto design with the blue lightsaber. But it'd be cool if we did see another Nikto Jedi. There's like multiple Nikto Jedi. The other one that went up against Darth Maul and Savage Opress, that one was apparently the same model from Qui-Gon Jinn, but they changed it to unidentified Nikto Jedi. But it's the same design. So, who knows? Maybe it's Qui-Gon Jinn's brother. Maybe he had a brother. Who knows? So, yeah, that's my top 5 underrated Clone Wars characters. Maybe once me and Little Blue finish our reviews, I'll maybe do a top 10 favorite Clone Wars characters, and I'll just say the ones that are very obvious. So, be on the lookout for that. It was fun to do another Star Wars video since I love talking about this franchise. So anyway, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you always.